Well, hello and welcome to another edition of 907 Sports. Jordan Rodenberger calling the plays in this one. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday summer afternoon, wherever you may be, whether in the 907 or beyond. We are worldwide on our CTV platforms and our website, YouTube as well. So be sure to check that out. And gosh, sports fans have certainly been spoiled as of late with the NBA Finals, the NHL Stanley Cup, and now the World Cup kicking off as well. And there's another sport, I'll call it, that might want to keep on your radar, and that is American Ninja Warrior, a popular obstacle course game show on NBC. And Alaskans, may know and only tune in when Nick Hansen from Unalakleet is competing. He is self-dubbed the Eskimo Ninja and actually made his debut about a decade ago and has been bringing others along with him on that platform and in that stage of American Ninja Warrior. And he did so once again this year on Monday. Two Alaskans appeared on the broadcast for season 18 of American Ninja Warrior. Nick Hansen, of course, and then also a 15-year-old from Wasilla named Tallis Bunch. He is a mentor. Nick Hansen is his mentor, so he learned through going through those ninja camps in the valley. So he made his American Ninja Warrior debut 15 years old from Wasilla, and we're actually going to play out his run that aired on NBC here for you now, and then get to hear from Tallis about his reaction. Let's check it out.
In the first place is for the youth of Alaska, to show them that they've got opportunities. For him to be the man is like amazing to watch, and it's just fun to be there for him.
It kind of feels like Nick's passing the torch to me, like represent the next generation of ninjas from Alaska, and I want to set the stage. Alaska, this buzzer's for you.
Tallis has so much respect for Nick. And Nick's going to be cheering from the sideline along with Tallis' family. So excited that Nick Hansen was close to him and has given him an opportunity to grow his skills and be here on the big show.
No debate, a pull. Up and out, up and out.
Well, Matt, he spent a lot of time training for this season. This is a big deal for Tallis Bunch.
Hard fall, but he gets up smiling. He is attacking this course, Akbar. No fear in this young man.
Let's go!
Well, I can see why Nick Hansen's so excited about him. This kid's showing power and confidence.
Well, that's because his nickname is Clutch.
That is a good nickname. And he's coming through in the clutch. First time competing. And if he gets through Kite Surfer, he's likely to move on.
Keep swinging. Yep, keep swinging.
Strong move.
Look at him. He's just smiling out of here. Boy, he balled it out.
I am so impressed. This is his first ever ninja competition.
Well, Matt, he's got a grid as big as the state of Alaska.
Well, he's got a reason to smile. He's closing in on a buzzer.
That first pain right there on Kaleidoscope, there's a lot of turning and twisting there, and that really starts to get your arms pumping.
Nick Hansen has been telling us about Tallis Bunch, and we see why. Look at how calm his face is, Akbar. He just looks relaxed out there. This is such maturity.
He's here on the big stage, and he's making the absolute most of it.
Oh, he's starting to struggle. Can he fight his way through these final moves? Got to make the grab on the final ping.
Catch it, let's go.
Whoa! Just ran out of gas.
Nice work, nice work.
But the good news, he likely went far enough, fast enough to get into next week's Western Regional Final.
He represented for Alaska out here in his very first run, and he almost finished, but he just ran out of gas on those final moves on Kaleidoscope.
So he didn't quite hit the buzzer, but did well enough, went far enough in a fast enough time to qualify and move on to the next round. So we will see Tallis on air of American Ninja Warrior next week, and Charlie's Fellows caught up with him after the fact, after it aired, for his reaction.
I felt really good about the run I did last night. I feel like I did really well, and I'm super glad that I was able to move on. When I first fell, I wasn't completely sure if I was going to qualify for the next round, but when I fell, Nick came over to my side, and he was like, you probably did good enough, you probably went fast enough. And throughout the night, I didn't know, but once everyone was done competing, Nick called me and said that I moved on to the next round.
And what went through your mind in that moment?
I was so excited. At first I wasn't really expecting to move on. I was kind of disappointed, but getting that call from Nick saying that I moved on, it was a huge confidence booster.
The trainee trainer dynamic you guys have, just talk to me about how that was, playing out, having him down there supporting you and, just getting to represent Alaska like that.
It was great having Nick come down to Wasilla to train at my gym I train at. It doesn't happen too often, so having him come down it's very pretty fortunate to have him down there train with me. He's a really good coach. He's good at coaching me through all the obstacles there, and he's been a big factor of my success on the show. It shows that Alaska is really growing the sport, and I actually have a few teammates from the gym I go to applying for next season. So being on the show has really been a big motivator for them, and we have to wait and see if they also get on the show.
What does it mean to you generally to just get to represent Alaska?
Okay. It means so much for me to represent Alaska. That was one of my major goals going into it, and being able to accomplish that is a dream come true.
Talk to me a little bit about like the obstacle course itself. Like they said on the broadcast that this was your first true ninja competition. Was that true?
That was true. American Ninja Warrior being my first ninja competition was not on my bucket list growing up. The obstacles on the show looked so much higher when you're actually on them. It was pretty nerve-wracking going into it, but once I got like midway through the run, I kind of got in a flow, and I wasn't too nervous after getting through the first obstacle. Yeah.
What is the mental like? Like I always wonder what it feels like to have all your training lead up to this one moment and knowing that, one wrong step, it could all just go down the drain. How do you handle your nerves during that?
So at first my nerves were pretty bad, and Nick was like, I was talking to Nick, and he's been on the show 11 times. So he has like a lot of experience of like overcoming nervous stuff. And he gave me a lot of good tips, and he told me to like just embrace the moment. And when I first got up there, I was pretty nervous, but once I got through the first obstacle, I kind of got in a flow, and I feel like I did pretty good after that, like nervousness wise.
Back on the home front, Mom and Dad, I heard you guys had a watch party going on. Talk to me about that and, just how it felt. I mean, obviously you guys knew this was going on. You were there watching it, but just, seeing it all produced on TV, how did that feel?
Yeah, we were nervous, right? We didn't know what story was going to actually be told. We knew they came and filmed, but you never really know until you see it put together. So we did have a little watch party for Talus. Nick was up at his house, but we were all fans of both of them. And so we got a large group together at a local venue out here in Palmer, and we were having a hard time because we couldn't tell anybody what happened. We just had to let them watch and then be ready for it. And so the whole crowd just was cheering when Talus showed up and when they started talking about Alaska. And then 5 minutes later, when Nick showed up, everybody was cheering the same way. So it was like we had two watch parties in one.
Yes, they posted all the runs on social media yesterday, and I had a lot of people in the comments being very supportive. A lot of people are sharing it. I'm really glad that I'm getting like my message out of representing Alaska.
So Talus moving on to the next round, and then shortly after Talus's run came Nick Hansen's run. He hadn't hit the buzzer, completed the course in about 6 years, so he was certainly gunning for that. And you heard how much Talus was an inspiration, and Nick had a lot of energy, a lot of juice on his run. So let's check out how he did.
And now it's the other ninja from Alaska, Talus Bunch's mentor, Nick Hansen. This is Nick's 11th season, but something's different. We're always looking for new ways to entertain you on Ninja Warrior. This season, we're miking up fan favorites, so Nick's going to talk to us through his run. What's it like being here back for season 18, brother?
Oh, man, it's the best feeling in the world.
Is this going to be a walk in nature like when you took me and my kids out for a walk in Alaska?
Oh, man, I don't know, dude. There's a little bit more upper body than just the hike we went on, so we'll see.
Listen, we got some muck tuck chilling up in the host tower if you get to that buzzer, buddy. So let's see it, Nick Hansen.
Oh, man, I got to come up and share it with you guys, dude. Save two pieces for me.
Why don't you say hello to your friends and family there, including the
Let's go.
Ninja.
Let's go. Yes. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, you made it, dude. What? You made it, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Nick's wife and son will be leading the cheers down on the sideline. Always love watching this guy compete with his little boy, Christopher, watching.
One down.
Good start.
11-time veteran.
Is this what a Jet 2 holiday looks like, Akbar?
Oh, yeah. That's how big my luggage was when we came out to Alaska to come visit you.
That Eskimo Ninja looking strong.
Wow, that was weird. Not bad.
But now it's a balance obstacle. Last year he stumbled on Log Runner and had to fight to survive. Eventually was able to save it, but it was not easy.
Better than last year. A little bit better than last year.
You remember this one right here? You remember this one.
This took you out in season 15, kite surfer. No! Let's see if you got it, buddy.
Okay.
Nick ain't talking to us about this. He said, let me get through it first. What did he learn from season 15? Here we go.
5'10", 180. Well, he has been traveling all over Alaska, spreading the ninja gospel.
And Nick Hansen's a big-time celebrity in Alaska.
Nice. Come on, Nick.
Nice. Here we go.
Big move right here.
Yeah, he's got to get to the narrow part of that arrow. Nice.
Got it.
Great reverse move.
Redemption, baby.
Redemption.
Let's go. There it is. Redemption.
I see you, man. I see you.
Nick Hansen, 2 more obstacles.
Yeah, we're starting to get into our tennis match tone here. They don't want to mess him up.
Well, Nick, so impressive. Showing no signs of slowing down. Big reaches here. Big reaches here. He's got it.
Yeah, he's an 11-time veteran. He's been here before.
Fight for it, Nick. Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Gotta dig deep here with his son watching.
Come on now. He's got it. This is a walk in the Alaskan park. Nice. Ooh, that was a big move.
Get off there.
Did you hear that? Nice.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, man, that was good.
I feel accomplished.
Yeah, there you are accomplished. You're an 11-time veteran.
What the heck?
But he hasn't hit a qualifying buzzer in 6 years.
You can really hear the breathing. Yes, he still got it.
Akbar.
Hey.
What's up with this, baby?
Hey, hey, hey.
Buddy, you've done so much to spread the sport in Alaska, but what's it like being up there getting another buzzer for
Oh,
yourself?
man. Redemption, dude. That kite surfer, I've worked on it over and over again, and now I got my redemption on it. It feels so good.
Well, Nick, congratulations. Why don't you go celebrate with your wife and kid, buddy? Nick Hansen, a great run.
It was cool to hear the insight, the breathing, the
heavy
process,
breathing. Oh, my
the process
goodness.
of what it takes to run through a course.
Hi, my son. Oh.
So Nick Hansen.
Incredible. Nick Hansen hits the buzzer once again. And of course, we'll be moving on to the next round. And I know he was mic'd up. That was awesome to hear. And we also want to get his reaction as well after his airing of American Ninja Warrior. And we'll see him again next week as well.
Oh, dude, it was an amazing season. I mean, this is just the beginning of it. This is just step number one. And to be able to get redemption on an obstacle that took me out a few years back, and to be able to come back and do things that I never thought I was capable of doing again, especially in front of my son who looks up to me so much, and I want to make sure that I do what I can for him. It was just a blessing. Yeah, so I got taken out last season on the kite surfer. And so the kite surfer is an obstacle where you got to get a reverse grab, and that grab is super wide. It's not like easy to grip, and then it's not super juggy on there either. And so you got to be timing. You have to have good timing. And last year my left hand missed, my right hand caught it, and just that simple mistake will take you out of the course. And it was really good, really, really good feeling. You'll see it if you saw the show. You saw my reaction. I mean, honestly, if you watched it, You can hear me breathing. This was a really cool episode because I'm old. I'm an old guy, and they chose me to put a mic on because they know that I've been on the course plenty of times. And so I actually have a microphone hooked up to me while I'm running the course, which has never been done before. And that is a really cool new thing that they're doing. And it was super fun, but you can hear me. And the biggest obstacle for me this year was just stamina. It's been stamina, recovering from injuries, and recovering from different things. I mean, I'm an old man. I'm 38 years old. I've been out here crushing these courses as best as I can with these kids, and um, it's just been a blast. But the best part about this episode, honestly, was watching Talus get out there and crush it too. Seeing him this first time ever on the show, 15 years old, doing as well as he did. I was just really proud of what Forrest and the team has done at Denali Fitness, and it's just been really cool to see the ninjas grow over there. I mean, I told him he really wanted a buzzer. That was his number one thing, is I want a buzzer, I want a buzzer. And so I told him after he came out of the pool, I was like, hey dude, don't you crushed and you qualified, so you're there. You did it, dude. You're moving on. You got to have a stepping stone somewhere. And immediately went into coach mode with just letting him know, like, hey man, you did amazing, because he went out there and represented Alaska. He had the flag on his shoulders, and I was just so proud to see him represent the way that he did. When he showed up it was at our ninja camps at the Alaska State Fair, and we had all the ninjas there. I mean, everybody was there. Grant, the Island Ninja, Jerry DeRulio, Ethan Swanson, Jake Murray, Jesse LeBrecq. I mean, a bunch of legends from the show, and everybody was out there. And we all saw potential in him. He was already a gymnast at a high level, and we could tell that he was just going to be an amazing stud athlete. And obviously, he's doing it. But not only that, he's inspiring other teammates of his and his other ninja teammates to do it as well. And hopefully next season we've got even more out there.
Absolutely. Getting back to you for a sec. I mean, when you got that buzzer, did you expect that? Were you going into that course? Were you thinking that that's going to happen?
No, absolutely not expecting it at all. I mean, I came off that final obstacle and I was literally like, what? When I jumped over, I knew the warp wall, that's my money. That's where I'm at. The warp wall, that's my bread and butter. But getting off of that fifth obstacle before the warp wall, I was like, dude, what? I literally looked up at Akbar and I was like, Akbar, what's happening right now? It was definitely just like it was just good. It was good feeling, and it was definitely not what I had expected at all. I was just so stoked to have a chance to run the course again. The next is the semifinals. But this season gets weird. It has some really fun things that change up. There's a three side by side race, a 3-person race coming up that I'm going to be a part of. And beyond that, there's also side by side racing. So it depends on how I move on, and if I move on in that side by side race, the 3-man race or 3-woman race, depending on who I race against. So it's going to be a really fun episode. And honestly, we were all confused at first, trying to figure out how it all works. And me, the most of us, because I don't look at the details and everything. I just go and try to do as best as I can every single time I get on the course. And so as far as the minutia of the details goes, I'm as lost as you are. I just know that the next step for me is to move on for the to get to that 3x3, the side by side races, and that's really the goal from here. No, I just want to say thank you to everybody, man. Alaska's been really supportive of me, and I'm just so blessed to be doing this, continuing to do this, and I'm just so thankful for everybody that supported me along the way. All my sponsors and everybody that's out there that has helped me just get on a plane to go down to Vegas to compete, and that's been helpful every step of the way since my first season, season 7.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing I meant to ask about. I mean, the fact that you've been, what is this, 11 now for you? Coming down from Unilaclete, you know, if somebody had told you back in 2015 that you'd be, still doing this, what would you say?
I would have said no possible way. I'm gonna be a basketball coach and a math teacher. There's no way I'm gonna be traveling the world and competing in shows and doing these world records and Ninja Warrior obstacles and competitions across the country. It's never was a part of my life. It was just placed in front of me, and I'm blessed to be here.
Nick Hansen, he's been an idol, inspiration to many. My first introduction I think of is the traditional games, the World Eskimo Indian Olympics. He was setting records through those events, and then gosh, following him along through his American Ninja Warrior journey has been awesome, and always giving back, hosting ninja camps as he calls it, with Forrest there as well. So we'll get to see them next Monday, 8 p.m. Alaska time, American Ninja Warrior on NBC. Super cool. Alaskans will be featured once again, so should be sure to check it out. But that will do it for this edition of 907 Sports. I appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you next time.